Hello everyone, Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Market conditions remaining bullish in a bull market. Overall momentum pulling back a little bit. Just had a little bit of a sideways move here for the last few days. Had some decent earnings on quite a few different companies over the last few days. We'll take a look at that here. And we've got sentiment, which is reached this upper range and starting to pull back down a little bit. One of the things we talked about was we had price on S&P 500, which was not at all-time or not making new highs here, but we've got sentiment, which is, and now S&P is making new highs, or at least relative to where it has been in the last few months, and getting a little divergence there. So I want to keep an eye on this location currently. We've also got buy-sell ratio, which is bullish, but potentially coming towards the end of this current trend right here. So we'll watch to see if they start to move back together again, or if we can get another push higher before that ends up happening right here at these levels. Let's take a look at some of the current stocks. If we take a look at the sectors, we've got a pretty nice looking setup here on market sentiment when it comes to all of the sectors. This sectors ETF tab is here. You go to sectors, click on ETFs, and you can see it's just sorted by rank on these current ETFs. So we've got only a couple that have had that have moved back down in terms of the shorter term signal here, and the utilities has moved back to the support area, and looks like it might be attempting to try to find some support here, and we'll see if that ends up happening this week. And we've got the other sector in that list, it's real estate, which is also pulling back into some support. So we'll see if we can get a turnaround on those. Those are really the only two that are starting to show a little bit of a crack in the trend, and those typically are interest rate sensitive, at least real estate. Let's take a look at the indices. We got the Dow Jones Industrials. We've got 5-to-1 reward to risk, or excuse me, 5-to-1 buy-sell ratio with 16-to-3. So some of the top stocks in the industrials currently, you've got Boeing, General Electric, Caterpillar, J.P. Morgan, DuPont, Walmart, kind of the top 5 stocks that are the highest ranked stocks. Boeing's had a really nice move here in the last few days. It's now up to that extreme area. And General Electric's interesting, some of these names that are leading currently. Intel, which had a nice earnings report, as I mentioned, it's popping a little bit higher, did as of Friday's close. And let's see how Apple has been doing here. Apple's just had a really nice slow moving uptrend, which is good. It hasn't done a whole lot here at the top, nothing really aggressively selling off, and so keep an eye on some of those names there as well. Let's look at the new buy list today. We've got ARDX, which is a nice looking pattern, a deep retracement on that 1-year chart, a little bit deeper pullback here back to this support area, and spending some time down here and then getting a little pop. It's only a $3 stock, medical drug stock, certainly adds some volatility, but in terms of the price pattern, it hasn't proven to be a really highly volatile stock. In terms of ups and downs, it has had a decent pullback here, but could be turning that corner. ARDX is that top stock there. RETA, Biomed up 54%. I'm not sure if that was an announcement of some kind, but I would watch for that to see if there's any continuation. I would not jump into that one. I'd watch to see a day or two to see if that was a buyout, if it was an FDA approval, if it was something to do with that, where the gap higher is kind of a one-time thing. That's typically what the chart looks like on those. CBAY, generic drugs as well, moving higher, and potential breakout candidate on CBAY. If I move in here to back to the new buy, I just want to scroll through them this direction now. RETA and CBAY, ELF, which is a cosmetic stock. It's been a nice continually trending stock, just moving higher. It hasn't done a whole lot here between 100 and 120, but it's still got that overall slight uptrend, and has been a really good fundamental company as well, meaning they're making money and things are working there for them. EMVT, another biomed, those are starting to pop back in. This is a nice looking pattern in terms of an uptrend, retracement, and then a confirmation bar here on IMVT. That'll do it for today's update. Have a fantastic day today.